And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Today we're talking about a game called Gold Mine. Great theme where you go inside a tunnel and you're digging through with dwarves and trying to find gold. And then if someone else takes your gold, you can always take it right back and fight back, or, But, while the game looks neat and has a neat tile-laying mechanic, I'm just not a big fan of it. It just feels way too random. Did you like it?
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll see why Melody's wrong and I'm right. Let's take a look at the game.
I'm right!
This game has really nice pieces. The tiles are fairly thick and have some really nice artwork on them. No two tiles are the same. The gold nuggets that the game uses are really, really nice. Yellow, chunky, and the little dwarves, miners that you're moving around look pretty good. At the beginning of the game, you're going to put this entrance tile down here, and also each player gets some of these tiles, some of these bat flying tiles, and some of these mining gold tiles, and you're going to use both those basically to fight other players. Now on your turn, you have one action that you can do. You can move on tiles that are already on the board, but let's talk about putting tiles out first. You can draw a tile and place it on the board. Now, when you draw a tile, it has to connect to all the tiles placed so far. And at the beginning of the game, that's not so difficult, but as time goes by, for example, this tile can't go here, it can't go here. I'm not allowed to put it like this because tiles have to match evenly. So that gets to a point where it does get more difficult as you place these tiles. If you put a tile out, you are allowed to move onto that tile, or move one space, move one complete tile. If you want to just move on your turn, then you roll a single die, and the number that you roll is how many spaces you can move on the board. And by spaces, how many times you go through a tile. So if for some reason you were going around a curve like this, it would be 1, 2. Going back. And then there are some spots like here, and maybe you can see a little bit better this way. This is a secret passage. Woohoo! We found a secret passage. And you can travel from one secret passage to another secret passage. To do that, you have to roll both dice, and you need to either get doubles or a 7. No, I failed. I cannot go through the secret passage. No, I failed. I cannot go through the secret passage. I have continued to fail. Whoa, but here are doubles. Yay, I can go through the secret passage. Now, what you're trying to do as the game progresses is you're going to be finding these golden areas as time progresses, and you'll be putting gold nuggets in them when you find them. And because if you go into a spot with a golden nugget and you end your turn there, then you keep that golden nugget. And the first person to get a certain amount of the golden nuggets, depending on how many players are playing a game, is the winner. The problem is you want to take those nuggets from someone else. So let's say you move into a spot with somebody else. You can use one of your challenge chips. You both roll a die. Whoever rolls the higher number has to give the other person, the lower number has to give the other person a gold nugget. And it's best 2 out of 3. The challenger wins ties, which is unusual, so it's encouraging you to attack. You can also play these bat tokens, which can force somebody to move. So you play that even if you're not on top of them. They can be anywhere in the mine, and you roll dice and maybe you force them to move somewhere else. The game has some optional rules, like you can see there's a mud puddle here, and that can slow people down when they go through it. You can also deal tiles to somebody, and they can play those anytime during the game. That optional rule there is highly, highly, highly recommended by the Vasel cadre, because it adds strategy to the game in a game where there's mostly luck. So basically, get enough of these gold nuggets to win, and woohoo, you've got the game. Alright, there's things I like about the game. The artwork, the components, the idea of putting the tiles down to make you feel like you're exploring through the tunnels. That's fun. But here's what I don't like about the game. As the tunnel builds, you're moving your people throughout, and honestly, those who happen to draw the tiles with the gold nuggets, those are the lucky people, because you'll put it near you if possible. And if you put it near someone else because that's the only place to put it, that's still just luck. And these fights, these duels, which you have 3 of, I don't know why you need a duel token to do it. You should be able to duel someone anytime you want. Because 3 duels runs out really quickly, and the chance of you losing is well, less than 50%, but it's still pretty much there. So, I don't know, I just felt like the game was too lucky. I think it's maybe a kid's game that they can go through and find the gold, but I wasn't a big fan of it. What did you think?
I like the game.
Why?
Because I like to go around the mine looking for golden nuggets, going through the secret passageway. It was really fun to play, actually.
All right. Well, there you go. 2 different opinions. Check it out for yourself if you like. Gold Mine.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.